Hello and welcome to another episode of Sitar Gurukul. This is Nishit Dey with you as always. On the last episode, we started to actually build on the polyrhythm sequence that we started in the two episodes before this. And the polyrhythm that we were doing was 12 over 16, 16 for teentaal. So that also in mathematical terms, we're doing 1.5 times the speed of teentaal. If we double that, then that becomes 3. You do the math. If you can't, don't worry, you'll be able to do it sometime. So in the last episode, what we did, we picked a sequence that if we played 8 times, then it was a perfect match for the 16 beat cycle. But on the last episode, what we did was we took away the last 2 beats in terms of teentaal, in terms of the 16 beat that we were originally building on, but also in terms of the sequence that we picked. It was the last 8 number sequence that we took away. So one sequence equals to 2 beats over here. But don't mix it up with being twice as fast. It's exactly 3 times. So on that sequence, what we were doing is we took away the last 2 beats, and instead of playing the sequence all over again, what we did was we filled that gap with a new line that we started playing. I hope you remember that last line. I'm going to give you a recap anyways. But in today's episode, I'm going to give you another variation of what you can play on the last 2 beats. And the goal is for you to be able to come up with your own lines, be it more beautiful, more advanced, as long as it sounds like Yaman and it's still in the last 2 beats and it's maintaining that polyrhythm that we just started to learn. Everything is good. So you don't really have to become an exceptional sitar player. You could also become an exceptional listener. So it's for your own enjoyment. I always say that I play with the sitar because this is my most favorite pastime, the most favorite thing of mine to do. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce the new variation, but before that I'm going to give you a slight recap of what we did in the last class. So I'm going to turn on the tabla this time at 110 bpm, but you can go slower, you can go faster, preferably slower. As I always say, that your best speed for practice is the speed that you think that is just outside your comfort zone. So here goes 110 bpm. So taking the sequence from 1. You have to play it 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2. So we are gonna play it on the 8th. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So with that out of the way, the recap. Now we are going to introduce new variations on that same speed, same space. So the last 2 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's exactly in the same space that I was playing it on the last class, the same line. We just made a new line, that's all. So let me tell you what I'm playing as a new line. So on the 7th, I'm still completing that sequence. So it's very important that we do not change the sequence just because we cannot play. That's where the practice is going to come in. So the first 6 are easy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. The sequence is still. So you need to be able to hear those notes. Ga, re, re. Just because you have to make that jump on the 8 beat doesn't mean that you can make this unclear. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what I'm playing over here is dhani dhani re re ga, da ra da ra da ra da, da ra da ra da ra da. So you're still maintaining that kind of da ra da ra da ra da. So the notes are dhani dhani re re ga. That's what I'm playing. Of course, you can change the notes. You can play something different, But why I'm playing and choosing these notes, all of this has a reason, and you may like my idea behind it, or you may not. It's completely up to you. But the idea is for you to learn what exactly I'm doing. So in the next class, I'm going to teach you on how to extend that gap that we made on the last 2 beats, and maybe take the last 4 beats instead and play something else. So just one more time, dhani dhani re re ga, and the first one is ni re ga. So I'm going to play both of them side by side one more time for you, starting from 1. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are the 2 that you have learned. See you on the next class. Till then, take care, stay healthy. Bye bye. Practice hard.